Hello, this is Hin Und Her studio, and I am Par. I have never been much of a one for seed trays, neither was I a big fan for plants when I was a child. But like many others in this special time, I found a new interest in gardening. It just lifts my heart every time when I spot some new sprouts or seedlings. Every morning, first thing after I get up, I observe them. Maybe I water them, or I move them to proper lighting, or I report them. Believe it or not, I have even created a spreadsheet for all of them in my Notion. Perhaps a long spreadsheet is still not cool enough for my restless obsession, so this week I decided to paint them. And I found this postcard-size watercolour paper quite suitable for this plant painting practice. Wouldn't it be nice to send someone a card with signs of life? Initially, I planned to paint all of them, so it's more like a visual diary to document my plant's growth. However, after a little bit of organization, I realized I might just have too many. So I chose some of my favorite plant babies. I'll start with this pot of succulents, which I bought it from Bauhaus this March. It's also called Jade Plant, crassula ovata. I especially like the red colors at the tip of the leaf. I also read that when given proper condition, it can develop very beautiful white or pink flowers that bloom in the shape of a star. But if I'm a mother, I will never be a tiger mom. You just look beautiful at any stage of life, my plant baby. For this very first painting, to be honest, I struggled a little bit because I was not sure which style I want to go for. How realistic it will be, or what color. Should I also add some blue or purple to compensate the green so it doesn't look too boring? But I'll have to start from somewhere. Isn't just like my YouTube channel. I got to make some videos first and improve gradually along the way. By the way, please feel free to share any of your thoughts in the comment section. I'm always keen to learn. You know what's even better? Like and subscribe. Okay, insert ads time over. Back to plants. So the second one is a Venus Flytrap. One special thing I learned about this plant is that you better collect rainwater rather than use tap water to keep the moisture. And surprisingly, they love long hours of light. As you can see, I had another attempt to paint them as exact as possible, but I just don't feel quite right about it. I guess for the rest, I will twist and wiggle a little bit. And next, my top favorite, Staghorn Fern. What I love about it is its wild, untamed look. Just give it a few years, it can grow into a massive, stunning radiation shape, where the leaves just shoot to any possible direction. That's why I learned to wrap it in a moss ball, or as somebody call it, kokedama, which is the Japanese art of growing plants in a moss-covered ball of olive soil wrapped with string or fishing line. But instead of hanging it, I sit the moss ball in a basket and put it next to my brightest window. The first few weeks after I got it out of the pot and wrapped it with moss, I was worried whether I did it in the right way. But now, I spot some new baby leaves shooting out. Mother's heart is relieved. It's very much like a cat to me as well, compared with other plants. Because you know what? I also carry it to the bathtub and give it a shower every Sunday. Since the realistic style for the previous two was not really what I was feeling for, so I painted this one a little bit differently. Only a partial close-up look to indicate the parts which cannot be contained on this small piece of paper. Do you feel the wildness? And by using the same style, I painted this pot of spider plant. This pot actually almost died because I didn't give it any nutrition and I kind of overwatered it. You know, parenting is very hard. Just loving is not enough. It gotta be the right kind of love. I really like this text as part of the painting look. So I think I finally start to loosen up and I quite enjoyed these two paintings. But for the next two, I'm still going to try something different. Now this one is a French hydrangea. I got it for my birthday this month from a very lovely and pretty friend who has excellent taste for home decor. I've always been careful when I water plants because I always tend to overwater. But for this one, fear no more, my friends. Especially the blue kind I have. It likes moist soil and enjoy watering whenever you see wilted leaves. Potentially it can grow as tall as me, so I'm very much looking forward to it. And thank you, this beautiful friend of mine, if you are watching. I know you probably are. I applied more abstraction in this one and added the container part in the composition. I have to say, I like a lot. But it just looks a little bit too neat for me. Not as free and wild as the previous two. However, it's about experimenting. Variety. By using the same style, I painted a recent purchase from a newly opened local plant shop. And this plant is called Medinilla magnifica. Medinilla magnifica. Well, it can eventually develop pink hanging flowers. Very elegant look. Now I don't think looking neat is bad actually. Perhaps elegant style for elegant plants. Medinilla magnifica, or sometimes called rose grape, is a small evergreen shrub native to the Philippines, where it is usually found growing on trees in tropical forests. How to care for it is similar to succulent. Water well enough to thoroughly moisten compost during the growing season, allowing the top of the soil to dry 2 centimeters down before repeating. It enjoys abundant sunlight and warm temperature, but it should be shaded from the hottest sun, which is not that difficult, since we are here in Germany. So, which style do you like the most out of these three? The first, realistic exactness, or the second, wild exuberance, or the third, neat and clean glamour eleganza. Please let me know, I guess that's about it, and thanks very much for watching. I'm truly happy to share my own experience in houseplants with you. I'm pretty sure I'll do more plant painting videos in the future because these babies grow fast. And I definitely can't resist to welcome some new plant babies into our flat. Do you maybe have some favorites, recommendations, or tips? Please feel free to share with everyone here. And remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. And look, I test printed a postcard collection, and they will be available in my Etsy shop on 1st of June. And I make this sticker set too, in case you'd like to use them in your bullet journal, or maybe you want to start a special plant diary.